Hey guys, this is Stanley here with his Pleasureway XLTD 2017. I found out something very interesting a few days ago and I wanted to just to share it with this group. Okay, the subject of this is the rear view camera. A few days ago, I had a problem with the rear view camera. I would put the RV in reverse and I was having a glitch problem with the rear view camera. So I posted it up, and everybody had a few things that were somewhat helpful. Okay, but I decided to do a few things. Number one, I brought it to my place where I bought my RV, which is the Giant RV, and they just told me, Stan, it seems to be a wire that was a little loose in the rear. So they were very helpful. Okay, and we tried to resolve it, and it seemed to have been resolved. And then all of a sudden, it happened again. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to bring it to my friend who's actually a Mercedes specialist. He specializes not only in Mercedes, Ferraris, and all exotic automobiles and everything underneath the sun. Everything from Toyota, Corolla to everything else. Anyway, I went to Rocco's Auto Tech in Costa Mesa, and this is what I found out. It's very interesting. Okay, are you ready, guys? All right, I'm going to show you something very interesting. You put the vehicle in reverse, and I don't know if you can see it. It is the reverse. It's a little bright in the back there, okay, but it is in reverse. If you put the car in drive, like I'm about to put the car in drive right now, watch the screen closely. Notice that the screen is on. The screen is on for about 10 seconds. All right? And the reason why it's on for 10 seconds, I will let you know in a few seconds. There you go. All right? So you notice that when I put the car in reverse, the camera came on. Okay, that's a reverse picture. And I'm putting the car in drive, and it'll take about 10 seconds in order for the picture to switch back on. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is the correct system. All right, now you notice that it shut off and went back on. I want to let you know that when you purchase the vehicle from Pleasureway in the beginning, you do not get that feature. And I found out the reason why. You see this over here? You see this system? I would like the group to watch this closely. If I press it and hold it, watch. Okay? That will show up as my rear view camera. Okay, if I'm in park or if I'm in driving down the road, you will see it just by pressing and holding the system. I'm going to go back into media. All right, now you're saying, well, why am I showing this? The reason why I'm showing this is because prior to Joe from Rocco's Auto Tech, okay, wiring it up correctly, okay, it never worked that way. You put the RV in reverse, you had the reverse camera. You put it in drive, it would be off. You could never engage the so-called rear camera while the vehicle is going. He told me something very interesting. The unit itself from the RV factory connected the rear view camera power to the wire in which, when you put the vehicle in reverse, that is the reverse light. They actually connected it to that wire. He told me that on Mercedes, they don't do that. That is the reason why your rear view camera will not come on unless you're in reverse. Which, I said, is that not normal? He says, well, you would think that's normal, but it's not. For a Mercedes is wired totally differently. And that rear view camera should not be wired to a reverse light switch. It should be wired to a power switch. And the reason why I can go through the systems, which I will go through again, if you press and hold, Okay, you see? All right, you will see the actual rear view. And if you press anything else, you can get right out of it. Okay, so again, to recap, the original unit from the factory, the power from the rear view camera is connected to the rear brake light. So only when you engage the rear brake light will the camera come on. When you put it into forward, okay, it doesn't come on. He also told me something very interesting. He said that on some Mercedes vehicles, they also have a front camera. So when you put this vehicle in reverse, you get a rear view camera, and when you put it into drive, they stay on for at least 10 seconds. And the reason why they do that, supposedly, is because if you're pulling out of a lane, they still want you to be able to see what's going on in your rear view, just in case something happens. So that's about the gist of everything. I hope this helps people out there if they're trying to find out about their rear view camera. And it's very, very simple. It's not that difficult at all. And again, I don't know whether or not Pleasure Way is aware of it, but I don't blame anybody for anything. The reason why is because these RVs are so technically different nowadays that it's difficult to find out whether or not it's coming from this unit, that unit. It's a bunch of wiring. But I'm glad that I know this individual, and he has more than 30 years experience behind his back. He is truly a super genius when it comes to Mercedes. He understands the whole unit, and even the entire Orange County here in California, they bring the cars over to him in order to get fixed. And he's very well known over here. And again, I hope this helps our group because it's very interesting. It really helped me a lot. And also, just to get back to my original problem with the rear view camera, okay, he found out that it wasn't just a loose wire. He said that the coupling that actually engages into the radio, inside there was broken. He said that's why you were having the glitching problem. So he just replaced that whole entire wire for me and rewired it. And it was a very simple rewire. He just, instead of putting it to the rear brake light, he put it to the power side, so that whenever you want to engage the camera, you can. And that's the way Mercedes originally had it designed for the units. Okay, so that's it. I hope everybody enjoys it. I hope I wasn't too technical in my explanation. I am a layman, so please bear with me. I tried to explain it the best I could, and in order to give everybody a better insight and to enjoy the Pleasure Way. I love this vehicle. Again, thank you, Pleasure Way, and thank you, Joe from Rocco's Auto Tech. Take care, guys. Thanks.